If you want to have a smart people work for you, the smart people need to be managed by culture, not by rules and laws. Going into business is like going to battlefield. Only those people survive win.
Leadership is not only about inspiring. Leadership is those people who join your company. You have to create value for him.
Need motivation?
Watch a top 10 with Believe Nation.
Top 10, I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like 9 and 9. For my top 10, top 10, 9 and 9. This one's for my top 10.
Hey, it's Carmichael, and I make these videos because you are probably the most ambitious person in your circle, but you know you're capable of more. And you get that push by surrounding yourself with the best. So today, let's learn from one of the best, Jack Ma, and my take on his top 10 rules for success. Enjoy. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Learn from your mistakes.
It's a great experience to be an entrepreneur. Life is so cool when you become an entrepreneur. In my life, the day I never write a book for myself. I think those people write books are getting too old. My life just the beginning. The day when I want to write a book, Alibaba 1001 Mistakes. And I want to tell my kids how many tough days I have gone through. How many silly mistakes I've made. And this is the best experience. This is, because it's easy to be good, but it's tough to be bad. In the first 5 years, Steve, in my company, I always giving the case studies of failure companies to every of my people. Today, the thing I want to share more with the young entrepreneurs is how many mistakes we made, how many companies bankrupted, why they bankrupted. I never teach like MBA teach people how they succeed, how that one succeed. When young people learn that too much, they think they can easily succeed. Going into business is like going to battlefield. Only those people survive win. And you know how to avoid stupid action. So when you learn the mistakes, the failure cases, not to avoid the mistakes, but when you meet these mistakes, you know how to face it, how to solve it, how to challenge it.
Rule number 2, build trust.
Trust is the most important thing, as we discussed this few minutes ago. If people give me, when I had no money, because when Alibaba started, 18 founders in my apartment, I told everybody, say, put all your money savings on the table, leaving the money for 10 months food and room, rent, yourself. The money you have put on the table, I want to gather the money, and nobody should borrow the money from parents. Nobody should borrow money from friends, because I don't want to make your parents and friends bankrupt because doing Alibaba. So 18 people, we gathered $50,000 US. We started Alibaba in my apartment. And those people, actually, none of us has money. But if somebody say, I give you $1 million US, and I give you trust, which one I would choose? I choose those people who give me the trust. Because it's the trust that make us be united. It's the I think 18 founders, they trust me. Because they trust me, I have to be very loyal to them and loyal to the mission that we have. I think a lot of entrepreneurs know that I hate people work for me. I want people work for the mission that we agreed together. Because you don't want people work for me, because people like me, when I look further, this guy's handsome. When I get closer, he's so ugly. Everybody in the world is the same. You should not get closer. Further is good. So you think, oh, Jack is great, but if you get closer, not necessarily. I will be angry, I will be unhappy, but when people trusting in you, that's the most valuable things. I think later when we got a lot of venture capitalists invested us, the thing they noticed is that because my team trusts me and I trust my teams.
Rule number 3, adapt and overcome.
When you do business, my rule is never be afraid, never worry about a competition, never worry about the pressures. If you worry about the pressure, you will worry about the competition. If you worry about this, don't be a businessman. And today, the good thing is the whole world worries. Everywhere. People worry about data, people worry about privacy, people worry about security, people worry about anything. That normally that means great opportunity comes. Because you can never stop this. The internet time is coming, mobile time is coming, big data is coming. You cannot stop, not worry with, the only thing is you embrace, you change yourself instead of do it. And is there any system? No, if you have a system, you never worry. Nobody has a system. Ask your president, he doesn't have a system. He worries, right? If you're a human being, you worries, you doubts. But the only difference when you doubt, you win, you fix the problem, you change yourself, you fight again tomorrow.
Rule number 4, care about others.
I think I'm so proud that we have so many smart people in this company, and also so proud in the past 20 years, we make these smart people learn how to be a human, how to care. Most smart people want to win. And we want to make smart people learn how to live like a human, how to care others, how to do things for the others. And when they learn that, when smart people learn how to care others, how to care future, how to be a human, then the company become warm, smooth, and soft power. Otherwise, you have a group of gangsters.
Also, if you want to have more self-belief and more self-confidence, I have designed a free training program just for you, where every day for the next 254 days, I'll send you an email with an unlisted video to help you boost your confidence. The science says it can take up to 254 days of consecutive action to build a habit. And so I want you to build the habit of self-belief and self-confidence. It's 100% free. The link to join is in the description below.
It's so difficult to be a small business owner in China. It took me 5 months to borrow $500. The people who do the model should believe in the model, and I believe what I do. We have a lot of heroes, but China movies, heroes always dead. The American movie hero never die. If all the heroes die, who want to be the hero?
Rule number 5, focus on culture.
If you want to have a smart people work for you, the smart people need to be managed by culture, not by rules and laws. So in our company, we spend most of the time about the culture. And the base of the culture is the trust. So this is what we believe.
Rule number 6, create value.
Leadership is not only about inspiring. Leadership is those people who join your company. You have to create value for him. You have to making sure in 3 years, he will be different. Not because his job is different, because if the people are not different, the products will never be different. I told many people when they join Alibaba, I say, guys, I don't know fortunate or unfortunate to join Alibaba. We work much longer than the others, much harder. We had more problems than most of the companies. If you can survive in Alibaba, you can survive at any company in the world, because life is tough. We never promise you will be rich, you will be successful, you will be promoted. But we will promise you will be a problem, you have a wrong, you will make a mistake, you have a terrible boss. We all promised. So you set the expectation, but have a good vision. So that is the way we manage the company. And I think when you hire good people, the good people believe the vision, they will go. So when I visiting a company, whether it's a good CEO or not, I do not listen to the CEO. I listen to his people. If the people believe the vision, or the people believe this guy. If the people believe the vision, if the people believe this guy, this company has hope. A good entrepreneur can always tell good stories. I don't need to listen story from you guys. I can tell your people, right? If your people, any young people in your company, he can tell me the vision. He can tell me what they're doing. That is a good company. That's leadership. Leadership is making sure everybody, when they sleep, when they drink, when they talk, when they go to the toilet, they talk your vision and they believe it.
Rule number 7, be ready to learn.
Today, the 18 founders of Alibaba, a lot of people think they are legendary. So I'm like, wow, you're Alibaba founders. You must be super good at it. Honestly, most of us cannot find the jobs early days. We're not that smart. None of us graduate from a great university. But the thing is that we are ready to learn. We believe in the future. If we work together, if we will learn, if we improve, we'll be there. I told them for the first year, everybody forget about that you will be VP, vice president, right? You will always be a tiny manager in your life. Because if we're successful, people we hire, they will be smarter than us. If we only hire people who are stupid than us, then we'll be in trouble, right? So when we hire people who are smarter than us, the company will grow, and you will be happy because this is the mission that we have. So I would say there's no best people in the world that is ready for you. The best people is always you find the right people working together, training him, developing him, and he training you, then you have a chance to build a team.
Rule number 8, persevere.
When I went back to China in 1995 with an idea of the internet was very strange. China was not connected to the internet. So I tried to talk to a lot of my friends that what is internet? Nobody said, this thing never work. This thing never exist. Because it's true, because but people even say Jack is a liar because he's trying to steal money from people telling us there is an internet. So when I go to the China company registration office, I said, I want to register a company called Hangzhou Hope Internet Company. The guy looked at me and say, this is the English dictionary. Tell me there's no word called internet. Why you want to register a company called the internet? So I cannot register a company name. But in 1995, in later August, China was connected to the internet. I was number 7 person connected to the China internet. In order to prove I was not a liar, I invited my friend who is a TV man. Take the TV camera, they all stay in my home, and they just try to take the picture. I dive from Hangzhou to Shanghai to America to connect the internet. It took us 3 hours and a half to download the first front page. Yeah. At that time, there is no Netscape called the Mosaic. So I have to make like 100 stars to keep my journalist friends to stay and wait because to prove that I'm not telling a lie.
Rule number 9, differentiate smart and wise.
You have a lot of smart people, but you say there's a difference between smart and wise. Tell us about that.
Yeah. The difference between smart people know what they want, and wise people know what they don't want. So I have a lot of smart people. It's difficult to deal with smart people. Very difficult. It's easy to deal with stupid people. They go to the toilet, they go to the restaurant together. But smart people, it's all different. But what we need, a company is not a farm. My company is a zoo. We have all kinds of animals. People talk, people never talk, people work hard, people never work. I mean, this is amazing ecosystem of the company. That makes the company very, very powerful and colorful. I feel happy with that. And a leader is not to prove you are smarter than the others. A leader's job is to making sure everybody giving their smart ideas out. You listen to them, and sometimes you make a stupid decision because you have to balance. You have to believe in the future. It's not smart people win. It's the wise people win and for the future. So this is what I believe. We need more wise people. A leader's smart. Machine will be always smarter than you are. But machine can never be wiser. Smart people using brain. Wise people using heart. Machine don't have heart. Machine only have chips. So this is what I think. Human beings should always learn to be wise, to say no, to know what you don't want. That's my view.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is look for optimistic people.
I like the people who never give up. And I've been proved this for so many years. I've seen so many great leaders in the world, in many, many fields. Those people are always optimistic. They don't complain. Because of this, because of that. No, they think they complain. I was not that smart. I did not think about that clearly, so I had the need to change. So if you find people who always complain the others because he's not success, don't hire him, don't work with him.
Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, it's time for the question of the day. I wanna know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? When you watch something and get motivated and just get inspired, you have a 35% chance of actually following through. But when you get motivated and then you actually create an action plan for what you're gonna do, you increase it from 35% to 91% chance of you actually following through. And when you share your plan publicly, that jumps to 95% chance of following through. So I want that for you. I want to know your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week. Put it down in the comments below so I can celebrate you.
Are there any leadership principles that have contributed to your success as a leader, not as an entrepreneur?
Leader does not have a fixed style. Right? Some leaders good at speaking, some leaders never speak by actions. Leadership doesn't have a style. Everybody can be a leader. A good leader should have a vision. The vision is that, vision not necessarily good, because when I work in the company, when everybody was disappointed, I have to tell them. I have to see before the other people see the opportunity. When everybody excited, I have to see the disaster. Especially as a CEO of like me in the Alibaba Group, my job is to see the problems of the future. So, and kill the problems before the disaster comes. So a leader must have a vision.
If you want 10 more awesome rules from Jack Ma, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
When I was young, when company was young, we thought, well, what if when Alibaba become that big, my life will be easier. Then now the companies the bigger the company, the more problems I have.